his back because it's actually different shades of white between him and the snow.
Alright, we're live. Ugh. Ugh. 2 hours later than I wanted, but I really didn't have any choice in the matter.
Or, you all right there?
I was hungry and I had to rush to Chick-fil-A because by the time I'd finished setting up my account on the app and placed my order, like it would have been now by the time I had placed the order.
So, yeah, that sucks.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing.
So here's a fun fact for you about this game. In fact, I've got a lot of them. First off, each Autobot you play as has different stats. Red Alert's a defensive powerhouse, Hotshot is a speedy sea demon, and Optimus is basically a tank.
Okay.
So I found a mini-con named Hawkeye.
Heh.
This mini-con detects energon sources in the vicinity and directs the information to the Autobot's optical sensors. Press the L2 button to activate the sensors. Press again to deactivate. I'm sending this one to HQ. As useful as that would be, the Energon shield is even more so. Oh yeah. The bad guys you're fighting are called Decepticlones. This is effectively how you get so many moves. Proto-Viacon... Well, I can't even call them Proto-Viacons. The Viacon troops and beast machines came first. But basically the blueprint for what we know the Prime Viacons to be. Also, there is a particular enemy in this level that I absolutely despise, and they're everywhere.
Communists?
In the Antarctic?
I mean, weirder things have happened.
These guys are like little signal pods. When they spot you, they send out a flare that calls other enemies to your location.
Oh, that's lovely.
Also, I've had a multitude of different missile launching mini cons appear by now, all wanting to occupy the same button. I'm sticking with the very first one I ever found because he proves to be the most useful. I don't care if you can burst fire missiles. These lock onto enemies. Unless they hit the dirt, I guess. One legit dove face first into the snow to dodge the missile, and the missile just kind of spiraled off into the ether.
All right. Hello, Internet. Vegas Bear here again. 2 hours later than I intended because sleep and food.
the bear thing.
Yes. I originally thought of just taking this and tomorrow off, but you know what? Fuck it. So today we are playing Final Fantasy 16. And you may have noticed, yes, I do have Call of Duty Cold War amongst my list of games. I got it through PlayStation Plus, and now my brain wants to play more Call of Duty! Fuck off, brain!
But it's so rarely here in the first place. Are you sure you want to shoo it away?
My brain or Call of Duty?
Yes.
Thanks to Sid, the man who heard your...
I guess more worth this parody of Final Fantasy.
Hey.
We're seeing troops in us.
How are you doing?
Besides, everyone knows Halo's
Anything
better.
catch your eye?
Even in its current state.
Ah!
Enjoy the flame wars in those comments.
Holy crap! I should change the title to Is Halo Better Than Final Fantasy? Discuss.
You know that's going to attract the trolls like wildfire.
Yeah, but viewer engagement will be through the roof.
Ah, yes. Eternal streamer conundrum.
Ah,
Do I want
Clive,
to host
your
a
timing
place of
is
genuine
exquisite, as
in
always.
wholesomeness, or do I just want
I
to
have
view?
a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
Not like much of what we do is wholesome
There are
anyway.
whisperings afoot of shadowy
All the
figures
horror
having been
shit we
sighted
do.
outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves,
Also, at some
understandable
point,
in the current
Optimus
climate,
Prime sent me a
or
call going,
it may be the
hey,
prelude to something
that thing's
altogether more
smoking.
dangerous.
There shouldn't be fire in
Given
Antarctica.
what I hope
Go
you'll
check
forgive
that
me
out.
calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
And then you come across the Norwegian base from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Of course.
Oh, we nuked that sucker from orbit.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good
was the only way to
citizens
be
of
sure.
Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Also, nuking Antarctica, probably not the best idea.
That's the best part about the energon weapons we
Right.
use.
Let's see
For
what
some
the people
reason,
of
they
the
don't
village have
harm
to
the
say.
environment nearly as much as you
Better
think.
find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
And besides, nuking it from orbit was just a shorthand we used to use for, oh, we hovered a good 6,000 feet above it and
Right,
just
Sid?
fired
Something on
off
your mind?
onto the base.
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells
Because
me
we
people
know
have
that
mentioned
thing
shadowy
was
figures
fire.
out in the woods. Have you noticed
Nah,
anything?
protein
Oh,
bastard.
yeah.
It's all good.
No, sorry, can't help you.
Yeah, just throw the round meal at it.
From the lads working over at the vineyard,
Don't
but
forget to boil it in a bag.
none of them have seen anything either.
All right.
Taro, find a picture of the round meal and send it to Ladio. She needs to see this shit.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, we didn't even do the firebombing thing. We locked it in a room with the Babers movie keys on loop. It gave up after 3 hours.
Only
Yeah,
3!
right. I There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
Blasted
Have you seen
round
anything
macaroni and
out of the
cheese.
ordinary?
Open and enjoy.
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping
Also,
metal,
evidently,
like someone
before it
sharpening a
decided to
sword.
self-delete, the
What was this?
Thing wrote a
Norbert's Pass.
5,000-page essay
Was out
in the
foraging for
time it
herbs
took
when
to
I
get
heard
through
it.
3 hours of those movies
Screeching out
somehow.
from between the trees.
All right.
About how
Ran back
it
here
was
as quick as
one
my
of
legs
the
would
most
carry me,
heinous war
and I
crimes
ain't been
it
back
ever
since.
experienced.
I see. I'll look into
Well,
it.
it itself
Thank
is
you.
also a war crime. Alright, check the voice chat general.
I will once I don't have a spider tank shooting at me.
Fair enough.
Don't stop.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Uh, so,
So I have a question about King Oger.
what is it? It'll be not one of the new episodes, 'cause
Oh, never mind.
You there.
I don't know. Go on. You can.
Fuck.
You can split.
He's
You
seen
can
us.
split with me. Website.
Get them before they
Okay.
escape.
Why the fuck did Hercules have a casket when he's
Black
not even
shields.
there?
Here.
Wait.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you?
He's dead?
Not that we give a damn. All that matters
Well, that's
to
what
us is
everyone
that you
thinks.
don't leave here alive.
He fell off the same cliff as Gira.
What in the holy name of Primus is that?
It's the round meal. It serves 3 men.
Specifically, 3 men.
Boil in bag. Open and enjoy. I also found out apparently that's fake. Yeah. The round meal is apparently fake. Yeah, I was pissed too when I found out it was fake.
I found a Minicon sniper rifle.
Nice. One thing that I found out that isn't fake, during the Tokyo Olympics, apparently during the opening ceremony, they played the main theme of Final Fantasy.
Sending this guy to HQ because he kind of clashes with my current loadout.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing?
So,
I
fun
need to
fact
walk
about
Quentin.
this game, Minicons come in a variety of colors, and the more of any particular color you obtain and equip, up to 4, the more I can't even work today. You get stat buffs. You get stat buffs.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Say you have 2 or more red Minicons, congratulations. You've got an extension to your health.
Cool.
I think most Minicons actually do that, like give you like
You're
some
quite
degree of
talented with that. naughty
over
yours.
shield or otherwise extend your health.
Crystals we get from the tailor.
But yeah, this is why you do want to mix and match and create new loadouts.
I found some black
Synchronizing
shields hiding near
Minicons
Lorbert's
of the
Black
same
shields.
type definitely
The
helps.
Empress, though, they serve another master now.
Unfortunately,
One who means to
if I were
root out
to
and
have
destroy
equipped
both
the
me
Minicon
and
sniper
those I
rifle,
care for.
I would have gotten rid of one of
And
my
it would
2
appear
red
the pack has
Minicons,
finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all.
which means
I
the
had
extra
hoped I would
health
have more
goes
time with
bye-bye.
More time to prepare.
Mm.
But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the black shields
Ah,
serve
spider
now?
tank! I
Why
evade
would that
one giant
person want
enemy
you
and
dead?
get ambushed by another.
Because I want
My
him
health's too low
dead.
to even use long arm to get out of this.
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
That sounds like a...
All that I have built here is for him.
And
I don't
dead.
understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
That was the Autobot with the
I
best
suppose
defense
it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice
That's
of
it.
this world.
I'm taking in my
I
main.
swore to fight it.
Optimus, get your
And
wide
fight
load
it I
over
did
here.
in my own small
Fair, I have
way.
a question for you now.
Yes.
I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless
How long
innocents.
do you plan
Men
be
to
able
whom the
go
law was but a scourge to turn against the
I do
powers.
have a set. I do have an
And
end,
throughout,
an
it was the
ending
Lord
in
Chief
mind.
Justice who backed me, who was my one true
But-
ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I mean, there's
I
a lot
discovered that he hunted
between
bearers for
now
sport.
and then.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade.
Possibly. Why?
A means of ridding himself of his rivals. A mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately.
Should I be worried?
His response,
He
however,
wants a season 3 power coin
was
view.
rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered. And he faced no
Basically,
punishment
once
whatsoever.
Once the
I lost
current
everything.
Kamen Rider is a year
My
old or
loved
so,
ones, my
or
livelihood,
whichever one he's actually going
my
for,
position,
he
the
wants
faith
to,
I had once held
include
that
that
any
in the
modicum
game
of justice might be achieved
by
through
taking
the
what's
courts.
already there, by taking the now
So I set
year-old
about enacting my own,
Rider and using that
tracked down
effectively
every
as his
soul who
version of
served him
swapping to the Ninja coin in
and
Season
split their
3.
throats myself. But the man himself
Ah.
proved an altogether more difficult target.
Because your rule is
With
no
money
left,
and
no
power
riders that are
come
current
protection.
or
And so
having
I
been
saw that I would need
surrogates.
an army of my own.
correct?
That is correct.
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting
Won't
like-minded
be breaking any
individuals.
rules then.
And
Damn it.
everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Basically ticking
Of
clock.
course, they too have lost loved ones
That
to
is
the bearer
if
hunts.
the D&D
Seen faultless
doesn't end
friends
early.
sent to the gallows to spare the guilty.
They'll probably
All
still be
under the
going by the
watchful
time
eye of the
Gotchard
Lord
comes
Chief
around.
Justice. Our wounds are the same.
Hell, at the rate we're
And
going,
our cause is the same.
it'll probably be around by.
Comrades.
You'll probably
And our
be.
revenge is
You'll probably
already
have
much.
like 5
We know
worlds
where he
done by the
hides,
time
how
Gotchard
numerous
ends.
And well trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin,
Our time is short.
No.
He may move against
So,
us at any moment,
A
unless we
comment I made
move
earlier
against
about
him
not being able
first.
to use long arm to get out of a sticky situation. Here's a
My
fun
friends
fact.
and comrades,
While you do equip minicons for
begins.
different loadouts, there is a
Make
singular
ready
one,
for
the
war.
one that came with each Autobot's respective toy, that always follows you around. There's
Nice.
a dedicated power link button for this minicon. In my current case, Optimus Prime and Sparkplug.
Don't you mean Leader
When you
1?
power
his
link-
mind.
when you power link with your minicon, you are basically losing health. You keep that power up going, and that power up takes the form of a bullet time sequence.
So it doesn't give you like the special weapon that it does in the anime?
Not for Hotshot, not for Red Alert, and Optimus doesn't even have his trailer.
That's disappointing.
Meaning no super mode buff that he got from Sparkplug.
That is disappointing.
To be fair though, the bullet time thing is kind of neat, it can be useful, but I wouldn't recommend it on higher difficulties because the fact that it drains your health at a consistent rate means that you could feasibly get yourself killed using this if you get ambushed on a higher difficulty.
So it's kind of like a Devil Trigger, but instead of gaining health, you lose health.
You could call it that, yeah.
Like the Devil Trigger in In
Another thing to note is that each Autobot has a threshold for essentially how much extra power they can handle. Further playing into what kind of builds you use for your bot. There are certain combinations of mini-cons that say Red Alert can use, but not Hotshot. Because Red Alert has the extra power needed to actually live through that boost. I'm not sure how else to describe it. I can't even say it's how much Energon you're putting into them because your health is described as your Energon.
Huh.
Ooh, I do believe I see a mini-con in the distance. Also, here's a weird little mechanic. The same button you use to shoot is also your melee button, and you end up alternating between shooting and melee depending on the distance you are from your enemy when you press the button.
Interesting. Oh my god, hold on. Rumor, Transformers Reactivated may have Beast Wars characters.
That'd be neat. Wouldn't be the first time we saw Beast Wars characters showing up in a primarily vehicle-based Transformers thing. They've been doing that since Armada.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering this correctly, the only Beast Wars thing I ever saw was this thing. Okay, so.
Sucker!
It was back on Cybertron, I think. It was Optimus.
You're probably talking Beast Machines.
Beast Machines. Oh yeah, it was that.
It's a sequel to Beast Wars taking place in the same continuity. It's polarizing, to say the least.
I'm probably gonna look at so much hate for calling Beast Machines Beast.
To be fair, Transformers fans are quite volatile, so it's a minefield in there. Sometimes fans can be the absolute chillest MFs on the planet, and you can go ahead and say whatever, and they're like, okay, fine. Then the instant you suggest that Beast Wars and Generation 1 are the same continuity, which they are, there'll be a mob waiting to lynch you outside your door.
Like the aura of the people on the fight is funny though.
I don't know, man. Some Transformer fans are built.
Alright. You're finished.
Ooh, new minicon. Watchdog. Purple. R2 button. On one hand, fine. On the other hand, I have an Energon that is actually helping me not die. On the third hand, why do I have this? R2 button. It'll be replacing my freaking missile launcher anyway. HQ, take this off my hands, thank you. And also, do something about this weird third hand. It's growing out of my belly, and I'm quite concerned.
What?
I made a freaking Fallout joke.
Oh.
No, there. He just has one hand on her, one hand
One
One hand on the steering wheel.
and one hand on the Discord call. And Latios is just like, I don't
Speaking of
under.
Armada and Optimus Prime, I have basically the remainder of this month to go before mine shows up.
Nice.
September 6th is the date Amazon tells me I should be expecting mine. And I am beyond excited. I've gone on record saying this before, but when I grew up, Armada was on TV, and I had the original 1986 movie, apparently a freaking European cut because it included the monologue that at the beginning, on VHS. So,
You deserve a
by the way, if
rest.
you don't know what a VHS is, you're too young to get out.
No, I already showed off what a VHS is. I still have the VHS copy of Dark Crystal. We've been through this already!
Stop by moving on.
No. What did you just say?
I'm not falling into this trap. I am moving on.
Okay, what did Big Mama say?
Go fuck yourself.
Hmm?
Go fuck yourself.
Because if I repeat what I make you want me to repeat, you're just going to leave the call and then come back later. And it's like, I'm just going to save us all the effort.
Nah, I wasn't actually gonna do that.
VHS was a form of home media back in the 90s and early 2000s. In fact, probably prior to, I honestly don't know when the first one came out. That was basically like, imagine a DVD with no bonus features, and the only thing you could do with it once the movie was done was rewind it, because you had to rewind it if you wanted to watch the movie over from the beginning. It was basically a little plastic brick you would use to watch movies.
Pretty much.
Anyway,
Well, Clive,
this is my favorite thought.
make a sword.
The way many people look at G1, Optimus Prime for G1, saying that's my robot dad, that is what I grew up with. For me, it's Armada. It was basically my introduction into the Wonder Woman Transformers as a whole. Because of the Armada and the G1 VHS, that is more or less how I got into this fandom.
That's kind of the same for me, except replace Armada with Beast Wars.
Beast Wars is G1.
I mean, I would watch the movie on VHS, but I would also watch Beast Wars.
My sisters that were watching Beast Wars and Beast of Beast while that was on TV. Kind of funny. I was the one getting the Transformers toys, but they were the ones watching the show. Because these are a boys' toys, right? So you want those shows? The big mom didn't eat end up liking them. They are effectively treating the whole Star Wars mythology as a break. Some people actually use Star Wars as an actual religion. I shouldn't not go that far.
Yeah, those people are crazy. We don't like to talk about it.
The phenomenon I was referring to earlier with how it's quite rabid, challenge their opinion and things and dare to have a diverging opinion. We have a fancy term for that. Ruined forever! Forever includes spelled either in all caps or alternating paths. For some, not specifically, this isn't exactly how I romanticize the Transformers that grew up watching in. This isn't how I think I remember G1. It's automatically bad. Sometimes including actually G1. There's a storyline on the wiki about the history of Transformers IRL, and I counted at least 6 uses of this happened, ruining Transformers forever. Including but not limited to the birth of reality.
The fuck?
The Big Bang happened, bringing the universe into existence, and Transformers is ruined forever because of it. This is just a joke, not a timeline. There is a moment where it goes on the beginning of Transformers G1 itself. G1 comes into existence, everything on TV, comic book comes out at this point this year, ruining Transformers forever. Etc.
I killed the big turtle with lightning.
Somehow that ruins Transformers forever. Horse figure, some fans are with that turn and that reaction. My particular favorite third realm of Transformers, Armada. People called that Pokeformers because of the Minicon collecting aspect. I'm not even gonna mention the term G1ers use for. Oh yeah, by the way, we practically invented the term G1er, and it's been retroactively added to stuff like Pokemon and Bionicle, which now have multiple generations.
Lovely. Oh my god, that was funny as hell. I killed the giant turtle with lightning. That somehow ruins Transformers forever.
Because again, some fans will legit be that hair trigger with that reaction to the point where something that doesn't even involve Transformers in any capacity is ruined forever.
I'd go and look for
I woke up getting out of the bed on the left side and stubbed my toe and drank the wrong brew of coffee this morning. Transformers is ruined.
Wait, Bear, you just killed a giant turtle with lightning?
Yes.
Maybe I would be happy about that one.
Made from the stoutest
I guess you will be floating right now.
We're gonna make a joke about killing a turtle. I'm just gonna immediately just put. I was gonna say Ninja Turtles, and I'm gonna leave this here and walk away.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Okay, if I remember correctly, Rangers and Turtles, Rangers and Justice League, Justice League and Turtles.
Power Rangers apparently crossed over with the Justice League at some point, so I'm like, okay, that's a thing.
Power Rangers and Godzilla, and now Justice League and Godzilla.
It's all connected, man!
When are we getting Turtles and Godzilla?
Yo! No. Fucking Gamera and Godzilla. Then that one picture I have of Gamera with the green with the green bandana can finally happen.
I will leave this here for everybody to consider. Both Batman and Superman have fought Xenomorphs before. Power Rangers versus Xenomorph when?
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, how well does their armor hold up against acid?
Don't know.
There's never been a monster that used acid?
None to my recollection. The only time it came close was when the handful of times Rangers let themselves be willingly eaten by the giant form of a monster to weaken them.
That happened?
That's happened, to my knowledge, a grand total of twice.
Remember the pig-head monsters that keep appearing?
Well, he said giant monster, though.
That's when Megazord stopped.
He's like, I remember when...
But I'm referring to specifically two instances. Once in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, once in Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
What about Mystic Force?
I don't think that happened in Mystic Force, but then again, I didn't watch that full season.
Yeah, one of the episodes.
That was when scheduling shit happened.
Red, blue, and I think either yellow or green got swallowed by some sort of snot monster.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, at least let me explain the ones I do know about and do remember. So, Bear, do you want to relive the Green Ranger's final battle before permanently losing his powers in NMVR?
Fuck it, let's go.
A monster called Turbine Cell was created by Lord Zed where you do exactly this. Drain what's left of the Green Ranger's powers while the others are busy. Tommy has some more, and when they realize Turbine Cell's biggest weakness is dramatic shifts in temperature. Heat them up drastically from the inside, then freeze them on the outside by blasting with water.
Thermal expansion.
So, it do exactly this. Tommy basically gets the monster to swallow it by imitating a watermelon.
What the fuck?
He hides in a big old fruit stand full of watermelons, and the monster mistakes his helmet for one of them.
Is it weird that I want to see a watermelon recolor of the Green Ranger now?
If I can get my hands on any decent Green Ranger figure and some paint, I'm gonna do that. Just to complete this joke. But, yeah. Tommy takes a freaking laser blaster looking thing in with him and proceeds to blast Turbine Shell's belly from the inside. In these Ju-2 footage they shot for this particular image, for this particular episode, there is a sizzling sound when
Run
he
like
gets
the
it.
wind.
Ooh.
Not there anymore. Tommy passes out for a little while because he heated it up so badly it became too difficult to breathe.
No mistakes.
The Turbine Shell heated up. Zach proceeds to grab
safe.
some random ass fire hose and blast past the monster, which in turn starts freezing on the outside. It is then the Megazord gets sent to the character and the monster apart. Of course, it's used up a ton before the final blow of the Force. And it is after this battle, we are returned to the command center. Everybody gets out. I'm sitting with Dragon Team. As this turns out to be the moment he has to give his point to Jason
Damn.
Except, it's confusing 2 episodes because this is a more red monster, and that was a measure against Rita.
Yeah, because in Zyuranger, when the Dragon Ranger died, he passed his powers on to the Red Ranger, who was his brother.
Nice try.
At some point, Jason gives the power point back in order to allow Tommy to morph again, but he's still basically incapable of power. Despite Rita being gone and the spell that would have otherwise been draining Tommy's powers effectively being nullified, he's still losing his power for some reason. That I never did quite understand.
I just sucker punched this fucking ox.
Either way, this was effectively the last we saw of the Green Ranger until Tommy was come back to be the White Ranger.
Unless you read the comics.
And then the clone of Tommy be completely fully functional morpher and power ring. And the Tyson continual get Pentatonian.
Yeah, in the comics, which has, all like at this point, fully diverged from the show. The Green Ranger powers were recreated through a company called Prometheus.
Yes, because it was something to have the government be more involved in power for some reason.
Well, Prometheus is run by Grace, the former Red Ranger of the 60s team. She built Prometheus as a countermeasure against Zordon.
Ah, so we basically have a Power Ranger Amanda Waller.
Pretty much. Although she does they do team up. Like, they're not at... I mean, they are kind of at each other's throats, but it's more of a personal thing than anything else. They don't let their... Like...
They're going to experience a monster self-delete squad.
They, like, Grace and Zed, oh my god. Grace and...
Hang on, let me rephrase, because they do have an alternate name. When are we going to experience a Task Force X made entirely of Power Rangers monsters?
When they start getting arrested and not destroyed.
But yeah, like, Grace and Zordon will butt heads, sure, but, like, when humanity is in danger, they'll put their differences aside.
Because again, in the end, whether they admit it or not, they want the same thing.
Yep. But yeah, she recreated the Green Ranger. And her Green Ranger happens to be Kimberly's ex-boyfriend before Tommy. And Rita's original candidate for the Green Ranger coin. A guy named Matt. I almost said a gay named Mud. And yeah, because of Grace, the Green Ranger's back, and the Dragon Zord has been not rebuilt because I don't think it was ever destroyed. It's been refurbished. No big surprise.
Like that Optimus.
I said Matt. Matt, yes. M-A-T-T. A guy named Matt, I almost said a gay named Mutt.
Because owls hate each other.
Yeah. Because I replaced the A and I replaced the U and the A and...
Of Energon Lightning. Woo! Acts as a lightning ball discharge, striking up to 3 targets in its cone of effect.
Transformers has been ruined.
He's lost.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say before you went to get food there was, so you've heard of either Michael Page or Angus McGrath. Yes.
I think I might have. He does sound familiar.
Does the name All Across or Wall Drive
herbs and spices.
Nope.
Oh,
How about
well,
Gachomp?
Made from the
The
stoutest
Pokemon?
stoneware. Won't ship.
No. Gachomp as in Gabarita.
Oh, no.
They saved my tomorrow.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Nope.
Remind me to send some videos to you after stream. No, because they
An
are
excellent
actually good.
choice.
It's like, okay,
Here you are.
the YouTube channel, it like does little sort of parody stories on different Toku shows, like Toryuger, Tokuger, Commodore Wizard,
Fly Ambrosia.
Commodore Dive, Commodore Drive. Hell, it even did one on Naruto and Legend of Zelda. It recently did Gokaiger. It recently did 01, and before that, I think it did Gokaiger.
Okay.
Just saying this now. If you watch everything but the 01 things first, you're gonna be sent through a loop.
Don't get surrounded.
You get to 01.
You deserve a rest.
Okay.
Here's what I wasn't expecting when we watched. That's actually interesting.
Well, fuck.
It legit went from Power Rangers to straight up Amazon, and I was not expecting it.
It went from oh shoot to fuck you, motherfucker.
Exactly.
No, wait, I got a better one. It went from oh fiddlesticks to fuck you!
Yes, exactly.
There's this YouTube short that I like where it's like this girl knocks over a cup of coffee and she says, "Oh fiddlesticks, that really ruffles my feathers." And then it cuts to another girl who just says, "Please, just say fuck!"
No, it's gonna be everyone towards Kazuto and Felix in the D&D.
I am changed from a Power Rangers universe in that game, and I am legally forbidden from turning.
Like, something bad happens and everyone's like, "Oh shit, oh damn, fuck." And then Felix is like, "Fiddlesticks." And they all look at him like, huh?
And look, Kazuto, full head canon. You don't have to agree with it, but full head canon.
All right.
Kazuto has done many water bottles poured on him. Everything he did by his fair people.
Okay, yeah, no, I can imagine it. Like, every time Kazuto cursed, Grizz was like, "Watch your fucking mouth," and then pours the water on him.
To the point where he finally just stopped all the camera. Because he fears... Because he fears the water bottle.
The water bottle is the most dangerous thing in the Geeks universe.
No, not the water bottle. The water bucket.
Oh! I thought you were saying water bottle.
No, I was saying water bottle. I heard the water bucket.
Oh god. Can we stick with water bottle? Cause like, if Grizz used the water buckle, like Kazuto would probably be dead.
Really, because riders can't kill riders, remember?
Yeah, but if he uses the water buckle on him, that's basically like getting hit with a power washer.
You can send it to its lowest difficulty, it's all good.
Remember what happened to Felix when he got blasted with a rider's water attack? I don't think you want that consistently happening to Kazuto to make him stop swearing.
I know,
Grimalkin. You do not have a very high bounty.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
Kind of looks like that Republican war cat. I still can't fucking believe that. Like, Republican war cat. Where's the Democratic war dog? Or the Libertarian war falcon? What? What were you about to say? The Republican war cat. What's next? The Republican or the Democratic war dog?
I choose the part with me now.
It's over.
It's in the general class of the voice channel. That is Vegeta saying this. So you know what'll happen if you say no.
Nah, that's it. You're done. Give me your phone.
Vegeta's fought little god.
But has he fought the undead?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Technically, every time someone escaped from hell.
I mean, yeah, technically, but that's not the undead I'm talking.
And if you want to go get it, fought Goku in the Buu Saga. Before, you know...
Yeah, I guess you're right. So I've been reading this manga recently called Forbidden Siren Rebirth. It's based on the... Whoa! Please tell me you saw that!
What?
The Grimalkin just lifted up its back legs and then swung them around like it was paraplegic. But yeah, it's part of the Forbidden Siren video game series, which,
I think the mini pot, I'm going to use the description now.
oh, okay.
Blast Shock. Grenade launcher. This mini pot fires area effect of one grenade.
Whoa!
They're highly against the enemy. One returns to a turret.
It did it again!
But what?
The monster I'm fighting, it swung its back legs at me again like they were clubs or like it was paraplegic. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, basically another John grenade launcher.
Cool.
Somehow that ruins Transformers Forever too. Because reading it the wrong way, reading the right way, and just existing ruins Transformers. Am I letting you to the ground? Yes! Welcome to how the Transformers fandom is with this particular phrase.
Transformers Forever.
Whew. Alright, now that I've killed the weirdly jointed cat. So, the Forbidden Sirens... Oh, hey, Webb. So, the cat that I was fighting would swing itself around and throw its back legs at me like it was... Like, it had... Like, it couldn't... Like, it had no use of its back legs, so it just swung them like clubs.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
But, yeah, the Forbidden Siren series, it only ever had 3 games. And, it only... Where's Jill? Sure, we will bless the DGP riders with the monster Mark 9, raise buckle and defeat Letter, the final boss, using the power of teamwork. Shinden Maker's great. Jill is currently at the hideaway. I am doing side quests. But yeah, Forbidden Siren, a series of horror games created by the guy that made the first Silent Hill game. There was only ever 3 games in the series before the guy left the company, or before the guy left Sony. He originally worked for Konami. He joined Sony to make Siren, and then he eventually left, which is unfortunate because I always wanted a remake of Siren 1, like a proper remake. And the games are unique in that it isn't technically... I mean, it is stealth, but you can still fight back. The issue is the enemies... Like, if you kill an enemy, it gets right back up after a few minutes. The 3 games were... For Siren, which we got here in the States, Forbidden Siren 2, which was not released in the States, and Siren Blood Curse, which was released in the States. And...
Continuity confusing in the slightest.
Huh?
I said I bet that didn't make continuity confusing in the slightest.
Well, the thing is, there is no continuity, because all 3 games... Well, the first 2 games are separate. They exist in the same universe, but the only connecting factor is two characters that appear in the beginning and end of the game. One appears in the beginning, the other appears at the end. That's the only connecting factor between the 2. Blood Curse is a sort of Hollywood-style remake of the events of the first game. Like, imagine if someone had gotten out and told the story of what happened in the first game. Blood Curse is like the Hollywood reimagining of those events.
Sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in.
But I really like the series because it delves into a lot of cool shit, almost Lovecraftian. The first game, basically, an entire village is cursed because, like, ages ago, and I mean like ages ago, I'm talking like 1700s or some shit, an alien landed in Japan in a small village, and the people decided to eat it.
It came from the stars.
Well, they were in the middle, food was hard to find at the moment, so like that was their only choice. But it ended up causing sort of a plague that almost destroyed the village.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang.
Recapture it? You know, I have to get back to the bakery right away.
This minicon upgrades the assault blaster to a powerful heavy assault model. The red minicon going to the R1 button. I like spark jump, but let's see what skirmish can do.
It's good then.
Oh hey, more bonus health. Perfect.
But yeah, the Siren Rebirth is the manga adaptation of the first game. Now, you're probably wondering, why would I read the manga if I could just play the first game? The first game is very difficult. First of all, for the majority of the game, you have to rely on stealth. Not every character you play as has a weapon. Secondly, there are primary and secondary objectives in the game, but the game will not tell you what the secondary objectives are. And you have to figure that shit out for yourself. Otherwise, you'll end up in a continuous loop.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get...
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake.
I durst.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the steeple peaks. True. And look, inside. She's filled. Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to...
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks... not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. I don't know.
But yeah, the game is difficult as fuck. So I figured, you know what? Instead of sitting here watching a long play of the game, I'm just gonna read the manga. Cause like that makes things a whole lot easier for me. I'm already in the manga. I'm already further than where I was when I last played the game.
Good day, my lord.
So yeah, but it's still, the manga is still pretty good. It is very faithful to the game.
Pleasure trading with you. Thank you.
It does have some stuff that was not in the game, but it's mostly for character building, and I think it's awesome.
Just look at the detail.
You guys still there?
Still here.
Do some. I know you're
Just thinking through my minicon build.
You know, sorry to
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Run like the wind.
I don't know what to say to that.
To Siren?
Yeah.
Aside from, okay, there's the manga, there's the original video game, and then there's the third game, which is basically the Netflix adaptation of the first game.
Basically.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick
What?
scout about, and I reckon
you
round
don't know,
here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can.
You know how they used to do twice
I don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless.
Toys Life?
But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants,
Toys
Stardust
2
is
Life?
what he'll get. There's
No.
plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Oh.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race, yeah?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that genre, or whatever you want to call it, is called Toys to Life, where you have to put a toy or statue or the like amiibos. That's basically the last remaining, you know, fragments of such a game.
What I'd kind of like to see one day, even though it's most likely never going to happen, is a new Kamen Rider game that is Toys to Life, but it's geek.
So this is Stardust.
And the toys you
Just
use
looked like
for
Black
it
Sand to me.
are ID cores.
Interesting. Also, I do remember hearing somewhere that, there were people working on making an actual like Gundam build fighters style thing.
Oh yeah, Gunpla Battle is actually rapidly becoming a thing.
Like I remember seeing some videos of a guy taking like
You're
a
not hearing wrong, Paul. That's what I'm getting at. You are not hearing wrong.
awesome.
Right now, it's basically in the early prototype stages. But it is coming along.
Nice.
Can't wait to see that.
That should be enough for now.
It's apparently going to be
Let's see how Gav's
part
getting on.
of the planned Gundam build metaverse that they want to do. Where you can use your phone to take pictures and quote-unquote scan your Gunpla to be shown off in the build metaverse, and then simply build a
How much did
moveset
you get?
head based on what parts you used for it to battle.
Nice.
But battling is taking quite a while to get right.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for... Here, before we go...
You good?
Not back.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
I found that bunker type enemy that I'm like, wait a minute,
When
what?
you first
Bunker?
took Sid's name, we were talking all the
Bunker.
time.
No,
Working out what
Webb
to do in that.
played the sound effect.
There was a lot to work out.
Bunker?
Yes.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays.
Back off the bridge.
Always on some errand or other. You
I
can
guess I
take a
won't be
day off,
needing
you know.
that car wash later.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know for a fact.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
A boiling hot pot of water.
Likewise.
Because I mentioned this later, but.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
Okay, so sometimes when
Safe in the knowledge that I have a
me and
home to
Webb
come
are,
back to.
talking,
Thanks to you.
and Webb is playing this. When Webb is playing a game, Webb, without realizing it, would accidentally jump off a cliff.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day.
Would
We
accidentally
better get
jump
this
off a
lot back to
cliff.
Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
And
You go on ahead
the worst part of this is,
and try to get some
would have
rest once
no
you're there.
stamina.
Oh, I plan to.
To save
Believe you
yourself.
me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
And I already see the text coming in.
So am I. Don't! You fucker!
Ready to go home, boy?
Oh my God. I'm scared. I am really scared now.
Like, if you two were living together, you'd be sleeping on the couch. Or out in the yard.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
You know what? I'm just gonna hide now.
Seeing
just in
troops
case Webb
amassing
decides to join the call.
Your ass is green grass salad.
I see.
Yeah,
I don't have that one. You do.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Coward, accept your consequences like a
There you
man.
are.
Yeah, accept your fuck ups like a real man.
How are you doing? Here you go. Always something in there.
favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world.
Is it safe to come out yet?
She hasn't joined the call. He knows I'll find him.
Okay, good. Babe, I love you. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm just gonna put this out there. You openly admitted you knew this was gonna happen before you even started. If you knew this was gonna happen, you deserve what you're getting.
Listen.
There's
I
a Black
know.
Pokemon I am very close with that would agree with me on this.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Also, here's one hella strong rope bridge that can hold up the multi-ton Optimus Prime.
Wow, you really fucked yourself, Taro.
You played yourself, man.
You played yourself like a damn fiddle!
Good to have you back. I was worried.
Listen, Faye. You would have done the exact same thing. You cannot say you wouldn't have.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
In fact, sometimes you actually have done the exact same thing to me.
That's the thing, Taro. By nature of being guys, we are
Cannot find a
automatically
better
wrong in
price
every
than that.
aspect.
Yep.
Is that all?
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to begin.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my
At least when
neck.
it comes to
Thank you,
arguing
Blackthorn.
with our significant other.
Yeah.
I feel I should add that little hashtag there.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Uh-oh. Ow! I got thrown by a robo-gorilla. Optimus Primal, is that you?
What kind of war?
I went up to get
Tank
some
war?
breeze.
Rider war? A, snowball fight or something? I don't know.
Editors started
I have
but
done
don't
it,
have any
Sid.
pictures in.
I have learned all the letters. Every one.
Or she's talking, I will have my petty revenge.
Bear, please forgive the kind.
I knew it was a good idea
But
to have
usually when
editors
it's
study
used in this
alongside the
kind of
children.
context, that is
It's really
effectively what
stoked that
anyone
competitive
would be.
spirit.
Bear, forgive the kind of content in the stream.
If I don't come up with
Honestly,
something-
honestly, like I'm just here to watch it suffer, man.
Wow, thanks.
You'll be
Hey, you
pleased to
brought
hear
this
that
on yourself.
Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent.
Every
One
time I
down,
hear
two to go.
Robo-Gorilla, I
So,
think Don
what's
Brothers.
next?
The helm, of course.
Oh!
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Damn, I think that one hurt him more than anything you've said.
Possible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
It didn't hurt me.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
I need a drink after this one.
Oh, Sid, is...
I really hate these
I'll
idiots.
show you the plan. Excess heat is
Those
dealt
robo
with by
gorillas I
means of
mentioned?
the thermal now.
Their
were we
hands
to
are
run, in
EMP
other words,
cannons that
the
disable
reactor
your
would
weapons
overheat
and
and
mini-cons
eventually
temporarily
explode.
upon
This
impact.
is where the helm comes in.
No.
It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels
still
of heat,
fires like a
and
pulse.
not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
You can stop that. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near... The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner.
And of course,
You see,
when your weapons are disabled,
it's
you're
no
forced
longer
to
a
get
matter
off
of just
close and
walking in and
personal to
taking
start
them.
melee
It's,
fighting it. And that's when they grab you and throw you over their head.
Would that help?
I'll gather my...
Babe, how about
I
this?
suppose we're doing a time in a freaking wrestling match.
Babe,
In fact, a lot of the animations are based on wrestling moves, as far as I figure.
I think Mid might need
Babe,
some...
how about this? I'll make it even between us.
No bargaining. No bargaining.
I'll make it even between us. I'll make it even. You can say one embarrassing thing I've done in a video game.
Why stop at one?
Because I only did one.
Sure you did.
I did! Don't... Bear, do not make this worse for me.
I don't have to. You've done it yourself.
Again, you got yourself into this.
No, because... No, because the way he said, sure you did, would make Webb think that I've done it more than once.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Because nobody
Leave
has
anything
just
you don't
one
need
embarrassing
behind.
video game moment. I've got my fair share, and that's all I'm telling you.
There are clips of most of my embarrassing video game moments. Like the time I got shot off a cliff, off a cliff in Dark Souls. I was admiring the view, and then someone shot me with a bow, and I fell to my death.
I'm still waiting for the moment where Bear and I play Pokemon on screen together again, just so I can run away from a Tauros on screen.
Run away from a what on stream, sorry?
Tauros, the bull Pokemon. Also known to be incredibly aggressive.
I'm not that aggressive. Got it?
Alright.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Sure, right. At least I think you're full of bull now. You essentially opened that door for me.
That's not embarrassing, that's just relatable.
Oh, what happened to me in Dark Souls?
But yeah,
I don't know. That's kind of embarrassing.
you can say one embarrassing moment. Here, I'll even give you it. I'll even give you it.
Well, then she's not the one saying it, is she?
Ready?
No, I'm just giving a suggestion. Minecraft. Say the Minecraft one.
If you want to know what that evil laugh was for, I found a mini-con named Knockdown. An EMP blast mini-con. This mini-con emits a powerful electromagnetic pulse, temporarily disabling nearby enemies. Weaker targets will collapse.
Oh, hi, babe.
Ready, go?
And your lungs
Run like the wind.
The Minecraft thing is more of an annoyance.
No, I'm talking about whenever I fell. Because we both know that was quite a lot.
moment might really hang out, but I'm happy to have it. I'm just gonna put this out there. He said basically before he even started, he knew there would be consequences for this, and now he's trying to weasel his way out.
Oh no, I heard that. That's why I said no bargaining.
Time to fight.
You royally fucked yourself.
Is that why there's a plunger sticking out of his backside?
Wait, what?
I am not repeating that joke because I realized what I said and deeply regret it.
Someone's brave.
Okay then.
I will just leave it at this. I deeply apologize for what I said.
I'm still over here vibing a little bit.
Be vibing later.
I'm sorry?
So you probably won't be vibing later.
Yeah, most likely not, since I'll be asleep.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The,
Yeah, after she
ruins
kicks
are
your ass.
just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine.
You know, there was a giant space mantis who sang a song that I am currently reminded of.
What is it?
I want to kick your ass until your head falls off. Then I'll kick your head and kick your ass again. Why? I don't think he's got the message. Open the door, sucker. It's Zorak. Here to kick your ass.
Fair.
This must be our unwanted
Fair.
visitor.
Thank you, Adult Swim. That's all I can say.
Time to go.
Fair. There's something about what you just said that's
What?
the fact that I lose.
Oh. So now you're saying you'll beat up your girlfriend.
In a video game, yeah.
They're basically honor bound to fail at every opportunity when they see significant others involved.
I'm not talking about a video game though. I'm saying she will kick your ass in real life.
Fair, there's a 6-hour time zone between us.
That won't. I'm pretty sure that won't stop her. Have you never heard "Hell has no fury like a woman's scorn"? Basically, it means if you piss off a woman, you're fucked. Again, it's cute that you think I'm talking about video games. She somehow makes it to your house and kicks your ass.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
All this with excuses and video games, the worse it's gonna be.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that. I just see Bear instantly gone.
Yeah, I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have.
I am almost dead.
Yes? I did change it a while back. fucked, motherfucker.
Why does it look like a smaller beholder?
I don't know. It just, to me, it just looks like an eyeball with.
I very nearly survived the encounter. And of course, it is here, because I say that I'm going to lose.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep.
All right. I'll let.
Honestly, it just looked like an eyeball with wings and limbs.
It looked like Mike with wings.
Yeah, Mike Wachowski.
I'm always watching, Wazowski.
Always watching.
Well, isn't that nice?
So could you explain what the chains are? Are those just the border?
I think. I think.
Well, let's go activate that warp gate, because I need to jump back to the base and get my health back. I am not going to survive my encounter with Cyclonus at this rate.
Yeah, I think these are supposed to be like borders. Or like to show borders. Because like this is Rosaria. This is the Republican, I can't even remember what they were called. Over here is Walud. Waled.
So small.
What? Oh, Waled? Yeah,
I'm
that's
just gonna post random Digimon stuff that I found on.
that's because the majority of it is covered in blight. So
What the fuck is blight?
basically the earth dying.
Oh no.
It's dead soil. Over here we have the Empire of Sambrek. I don't know. I think this is like a neutral area. This is also like called the Dead Zone or the Deadlands. That's where Sid's old hideaway used to be, and this is where mine is. His was underground. Mine's in a lake. And up here is the former northern region. I say former because now it's all blight.
Oh, that is.
You're going on the couch.
Mako, that first picture you sent, I fully imagine that being Bizarro, Pastel, and Bizarro Felix.
I went up to give some greens to
What in everyone the hell are you talking about?
The Kamen Rider D&D.
Lord Zed is going to eventually create a team of evil clones because he always does that.
Editors started reading books that don't
Evil
have any
clones
pictures
of
in.
the 5 writers. And
If I don't come up with something soon.
imagine that being Bizarro, Kazuto, and Felix.
Excellent.
And
Because
just
Felix
Right.
is a
Right,
Meikumon.
the shield.
Meikumon
The
is
plague
a
enough
Maine
to stop
Coon.
the engines
Maine
going
Coons
pop.
love water.
But those things will still
Bizarro
be spitting
Felix
out
would be
enough
the
fire to set
opposite.
the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need
So
proper
it's a
shielding,
cat
a
in
prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing
Yes.
away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they're both too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Terms. Yeah, well,
I thought I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
And thus, Felix's evil clone's first words that were spoken.
Right away.
Through you. Oh God. Drop zones.
We're seeing troops amassing in
We're doing this. Off to get so long, yeah, Bowser, but hey, Cyclonus.
Also, did you see what happened?
Name Matt. Not uncommon, at least down here.
A guy named Matt. I almost said a gay named Mutt.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
So this Mac guy is like what? The fourth person to use the Green Dragon coin in general in the Power Rangers continuity?
Shielding for a mithril engine?
In the comics, yes.
What are these notes around the edges?
I mean, like overall.
She has some
we've
specific
got,
requirements for the
We've
materials.
got Tommy. We've got
The
Jason
shielding
who
needs to be
used
able
it
to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink
hit its soul, the dragon.
As you can imagine, she's
I'm
struggling
not
to find
counting
anything
Clone
that meets her
Tommy
needs.
because clone.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
At one point.
Oh yeah, in the comics.
Not a different
Sorry.
material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
In the comics, they use the power of the green coin in order to get their powers back, since they were like locked out of it.
At timber and steel alike.
So they were.
And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
So I must have not noticed.
That was in the comic.
Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting.
It was the beginning of the Lord Draken saga.
All right.
I see.
Early Gregorian history.
But yeah, there was also there was also Matt, and there was also one other person that used the Green Ranger powers. He was allied with Rita Repulsa before he used the power coin to try and kill her, but the powers weren't stable, and he ended up getting killed himself.
It might be applied to some material.
And the way she stabilized the coin and its powers. So okay, you know the Dragon Shield?
Perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance.
That's actually the way of stabilizing the powers
they might have to offer.
Yes, because the green power coin, like its ranger form, originally did not have that dragon shield. You want to know where it came from?
The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of
Rita Repulsa's mother.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking us to help you, perhaps I should too.
Ironically, was the paragon of virtue, basically.
Yeah. She was a good person who, unfortunately had a daughter with Master Vile.
So you know
and she like ran away.
I'll be heading to market for the
And with help from Zordon, like they tried to make sure that Master Vile would never find her, and of course that didn't work.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
I'm still dealing
I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your
stuff.
capable hands, Clive.
The hilarious melee animation you get in this game, though. Optimus Prime is killing people with headbutt.
Headbutt Prime.
Like,
so, Clive, who will accompany you
a swing
on your
from each
little
arm,
excursion?
then time seems to slow down as Prime winds up, and then unleashes
Very
the headbutt.
well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right?
Oh yeah, forgot.
Everything on
to,
here, I would have thought the
mention-
ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor.
Fuck yes!
Now,
When?
they can be obtained.
Is that so?
That is 3 days after my birthday. Fuck
I'll
yeah.
set out now. Join me there when
Wait,
you're
is that just for Japan?
And that's like eerily close to the release of the FNAF movie, so it's like,
ready. You two enjoy yourselves.
my sister dragged me there. That is most definitely where my budget is going instead of finding the Gridman thing.
Is that just for Japan or is that like worldwide?
With Doug, no. Sub, I'm not too sure about. Dub, leave your last sure.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of things are coming out around my birthday, and I'm like, is this finally it? Is this the year where life decides to stop trying to fuck with me?
Is this the year of the bear, or is this just gonna, or is it just amping up all the good until the other foot finally drops?
You know what? It would not be the first time that happened.
That's basically the only way life treats me. Oh, we'll give you a good for all of 5 minutes before we hit you with a bad.
Yeah.
That's the best
For
I
a
can
good
do.
solid 3 years in a row, my birthday was like the worst thing ever.
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital.
Because all this bad shit would just happen on my birthday. Well, around my birthday.
All anyone ever wants.
Up! You'll not find
Those peppy nuts.
I'll go down for ingredients.
I just thought
When you
that
just
I don't wanna
started.
lose
I'm
this
sure
spot.
everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of
Right.
How about you look for the Pepio nut? I'll find the other things we need.
All the
Fresh cuts. Come and get them before. Haven't much, but you're free to look.
Means all the bug.
I hope it's to your liking.
Gulcher is finally past long enough to
What do you want?
be
Ain't.
excluded from that 1 year
Thanks for
rule.
nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
I thought, what would happen during a fight if every time Astel tried to use a form, after a solid minute,
Did you find everything?
it got,
I did.
the buckle got destroyed in some way.
Essentially doing what Soul the Dragon did with each power coin and Tommy's Master
Garlic
Morpher.
and Pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs.
What you described is effectively what happened.
But before we
Tommy
head
got
back,
stuck with like most recent to his oldest Ranger form because the Master Morpher itself was suffering issues that could not be easily repaired. So every morph into that respective form was the final morph into that respective form. Start with
Thank you
Dino
for asking me
Thunder,
to help you today.
then went back to
Makes a
Turbo,
nice change.
then Zeo,
It does.
then Mighty Morphin
It's good to
White,
get away from all the
and
battle and
before he could
bloodshed
get
for
to
once.
Mighty Morphin Green,
Just
he
being
hands
you
the Master Morpher to his son
reminds
and
me of
says,
when we were children.
"This is your battle.
Do you remember
You get to use this
walking
power
down
set.
Market Street in Rosalith, taking in
You
the
have my
sights and
blessing,
smells?
yada yada." Basically
How could I
passing the
forget?
torch.
What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him.
And
Wouldn't catch
after
you now, would we,
JJ
boy?
used that particular Ranger form, the Mighty Morphin
Was there
Green
anything you
Ranger,
wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
The
was,
dragon
yes.
shield
Well,
and
sort
dagger actually
Molly
stuck
in the kitchen's
around,
told me
now
about a place
equipped
that
to his
sells particularly
SPD
good
uniform.
pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Yeah, it kind of like melded with his SPD power set.
And I saw some bread.
So now the SPD Green Ranger costume has the dragon dagger and shield.
So the question is, will that, like, if he gets promoted, will that, like, carry over? Or is the SPD Green Ranger forever gonna have the dragon shield and dagger?
You're right. Newer crew has never seen the Ranger before.
It's just...
wait a second.
Right.
Why is this shield here?
I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
Like, a new Green Ranger, like, there's a new Green Ranger, and it's like, wait, why is there a shield? What's with the knife?
I found out it's a police officer, not a knife.
I mean, I would like to imagine that the shield and dagger knife go with JJ.
Our lives will be when our work is finally done.
I imagine that they're just kind of him now.
But it would be funny to think that they're just stuck on the SPD Green Ranger.
Thank you, Clive.
Imagine Bridge ever gets to reclaim his morpher and he sees this attached to it.
Like, what did you do to the suit?
Nah. The Once Ranger team has a reunion. Bridge. They'll do a...
I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Hippocrates and Toya. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Shield and I'm just going, how in the hell did you get that?
I will.
And it's just everyone trying to break up, Adam trying to rip the shield off of Bridge's suit.
You know, I just realized something.
That far, but the how did you get that reaction is most definitely gonna be in character.
I just realized something. Eventually, we will be past the point of SPD. Meaning, we could have an actor portray a young adult JJ.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon
I'm hoping we do see that.
Hold on, let me call Aaron HQ room.
Let me call Hasbro so they can ignore that idea entirely. In favor of doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Very well indeed. And I was
Which
just
at this
explaining
point
to
is
Talia
basically taking
how
a
we might
break
best
so
go
they can
about
get their shit
preparing the
together.
moon dew. And now that we have all the...
Also,
you can count on me.
Like, I'm telling you,
more than a few
right
mysterious concoctions.
What they're doing is
What about the
basically
shielding
the same
itself?
thing they
Work
did
is
between
underway.
Beast Machines
Under
and
the watchful
Armada,
eye.
except without the benefit of having a pre-made show to air
Jill,
her
would you
between.
join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work, and of course.
Also, found something else I'm spending my money on that's Go Trade related. Boom.
Oh god.
Oh, and Clive.
Oh.
Thank you.
Fucking plushie.
It was nice, just being with you.
I'm also gonna get that heckin'
It appears our work here is almost at an end.
stuff my Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Digimon character side.
I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready,
There's just no way
it
in
will
hell
merely
I'm
be a
gonna
matter
be
of
able to
applying the
get
one to
every
followed
Gojo
by a
character.
rigorous process of testing and we perhaps someone ought to warn young mid.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up.
There's a boss fight I am terrified of having to do, and the closer I get to beating Cyclonus, the more I realize I'm gonna have to do that fight soon. I am not looking forward to fighting Tidal Wave.
I have compiled some new entries. If you would like to see them.
Everybody who says they want Tidal Wave to be Titan class, this game is for you.
Wish to study the tomes?
I want a Titan class Tidal Wave just because.
Did you learn everything you needed?
to see these two team up without people throwing a hissy fit that Rodimus exists in the first place. But that ain't happening.
Maybe we'll get lucky someday, and like the higher ups at Hasbro will be like Rodimus fans or something.
Oh God!
Just started reading books
Go
that don't have any
get pride! Oh my God!
Methinks he found Cyclonus.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
Yes.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
There's a helicopter with a minicon attached to its face shooting at me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Also, it did some kind of weird-ass wrestling move to throw me off the roof of the temple we were fighting on.
When I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords
and I
and
just gave him a
shields,
headbutt for his
thermal
medal.
bleeding,
What the hell?
didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh God, he's spitting me again!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Get back on the ground, you sack of love nuts. I'm not done with you.
It's finally finished.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my
Apparently
hammer
I am,
on for
because he just
weeks.
exploded.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
That's off. Middle of the ocean.
Oh boy.
And the thing is, Tidal Wave comes in multiple stages.
What's the matter?
The first isn't even a boss fight. You're
Nothing.
infiltrating a Decepticon
Sage, thinking about
ship,
the Enterprise
a
sailing off
giant
over the
aircraft carrier,
horizon to
mind
shores
you.
unknown, searching for a land untouched by the
Which
blight.
then turns out to
Just like me
be
and my
Tidal
dad
Wave
planned.
as you're
So if the
scrambling to
worst came to
escape
the
while he
worst and
transforms.
every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might...
And then you fight him.
That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want
Bye, Taro.
people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that.
She's muted.
And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your Sodar plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You,
Oh crap!
I was.
I
And you
got
can come too,
right
now
in
that
the
you're...
middle of the
Right.
Decepticon ambush.
There's just
Because
one
of
thing I
course
need to finish up
we can't
first.
do that.
Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
She said that?
Oh, great.
In the
flying guys.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something?
That looked like
She'll probably be
Insecticon.
halfway to Canva, but...
I might still be able to...
Is that the thing Toes helped?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep.
Should have known they'd start
In a
flying
boat.
just to get the
Going
advantage on
that
these
way.
ground-pounding Autobots.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy. But anyway, I was on my way up. Got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person.
And they're getting
Post-bleeding
reinforcements.
haste.
Thank you, Obelus.
Beck, flag and
Don't mention
tagular.
it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Dead. Turns out all they needed to do was fly. And again, me not warping to the wrong warp plate would also be appreciated.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off?
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
There's a mini-con up here.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after
This mini-con area effect weapon inflicts major damage on flying Decepticons and drop
Just be
ships.
sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, she's got some things to
It is
take care
also
of, but she'll
effective
meet us
against
there.
ground targets.
She's telling the truth at
Press
least.
the R2 button to fire. It detonates automatically on reaching maximum range or when a target passes with the detonation radius. I'll
Sure.
send that to each.
So we're going back to the old hideaway.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me.
Got
If no
enough
one is
purple
listening to
paint
what
on
you have
now,
to
I
say,
can
you
have to
may as
start
well
making
not say
purple
it.
bills. Which might help you.
But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone.
Because
His
Dark
shadow
Zone was
loomed
more
over us
useful
no
than
longer.
service by a long shot.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If it had been with us, Maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Off to the Mid-Atlantic.
I think Blackthorn has already stopped by because there's a hammer there at the grave. Oh.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then.
The only time I've seen Optimus Prime and Rodimus Prime team up proper.
I know.
Two instances come to mind.
March is on. And soon.
Energon, which
no escaping sights
he
like
wasn't
these.
referred to as Rodimus Prime in the English version, just Rodimus Convoy in the Japanese.
So our mission remains unchanged.
Whether or not he retains his rank is up to the viewer's interpretation and what
stop
dub
until
they're
every
watching.
mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them.
And the Headmasters.
The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail,
Not even the
crystalline
Dominion. Not the three-part series
Our next
we got.
target.
No.
We're going to Twinside.
The middle finger to continuity. That is
It's
the
the
Japanese
capital of the
Headmasters
Empire
show.
these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll
They
stop
had
you.
Optimus Prime and
do out
Rodimus
scout
Prime
it out
team
before you go
up for
charging in.
one single battle,
We would indeed.
sending
If you're off
Galvatron
to
and
the
his cronies
Dominion, you
out
can
of the
take
core
this
of
great one
Cybertron,
with you.
only for Optimus to then
Goots.
die one
Oh,
more
I am
time,
sorry. Have you
merging
forgotten
his
you're the
life
most
essence
wanted
with
man
Vector
in the
Stigma to
Twins?
stabilize
I
it.
thought you might like to
Because
disguise
apparently the
yourselves as
Matrix
the
being
attendants of a
empty
travelling
destabilized it.
trader, assuming you've no better ideas.
Also, Sparkplug just belly flopped on a
You
hard
wanted to buy
stand.
yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them. Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You're breaking
Yeah,
bones,
Optimus
you great
dies
galoot.
basically just like Alpha Trion.
Lovely.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad Market.
Until the battle started,
It's managed by the
came around.
Merchants Guild.
That was
Just
his
show them
final death
Goots'
in the
traders
G1
pass,
continuity.
and you'll be on your way.
That was
It'll
his
be a damn sight less risky
permanent
than
time
footing it the
gone.
length of the Crystal Road.
Because Japan
That's for
realized
sure.
how bad reviving Optimus was as an idea.
Glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there.
About as much as
Down in Buckland.
Get off!
about as much as the states learned it was a bad idea to kill him off to start with.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
This is not a popular opinion by any means I have regarding
Proper little outlaw of himself.
the cartoon, but like I believe it got worse when they revived Optimus. Because that was the start of treating Optimus like a demigod. I don't really mind them bringing him back in the Marvel Comics too much because it's arguable he was never really dead to begin with. And at least the characterization didn't get messed up and the quality of the comics arguably didn't change. I would have to have actually read more of those Marvel comics to know for sure. Which means I'd have to find a collection of them somewhere.
Or watch Linkara's retrospective.
Linkara didn't talk that far into the series, if memory serves.
I thought he did the whole series.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Maybe he did, and I'm just not remembering that part. It's like I don't remember him talking too much about how the Nebulons and the miscellaneous blank masters and the pretenders and the like. Again, it's a case of I'll have to look into that.
Crystal too.
Do I have anything new? I don't.
Hopefully it's nothing.
Also,
what could be wrong with Torgal?
When Optimus and Rodimus teamed up together, or in the Headmasters, the narrator has the audacity to call it the most dramatic scene of the century, despite it being a subpar fight scene.
Trouble with the ledgers.
Alright, what's this mini-con gonna be? Ooh, this one has wings. Ooh, he's the wing cap. Okay.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating the treats.
Two yellow mini-cons.
He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him.
Health buff I had.
I didn't like him, which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
The gliding is really weird in this game.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to
I
think.
honestly don't know how to describe
Then maybe
it.
this all has
It's
something to do
really
with whatever
describe
it is
so
that's
much as
woken
feel.
inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Okay, so something's wrong with Torgal, the best boy, so I gotta, like, that's gonna be a priority.
Let's do all this way for a Datacon.
Lawsman, I need to ask you
Oh,
about
well, at least I got
Torgal.
some health back.
He isn't ill, is he?
Datacons are one of the game's other
According to
collectibles.
Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his
Instead of giving you a
appetite.
mini
She says he's hardly been touching
for
his
a different
bones of
weapon
late,
or
and she
power-up,
believes it may have something to do with
They
what happened to
essentially
Rosalith.
give you unlockable tools,
rather
let's
think
say
she might be
concept
right.
art
Though
and toy
all
photos and the
Kainids
like.
are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a if we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, It may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no frost wolves after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different as to where one might find a suitable substitute. Some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria.
I don't recall ever seeing any that long.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long.
Even so, it seems like a good place to
good hunting, Clark.
So basically, Torgal's not sick and he's not losing his appetite. His appetite has just gotten bigger. The bones that Lady Charon gives him are not enough for him anymore. So we gotta find we gotta find some beasties with big enough bones for him to eat.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're
boy
getting
is still
on.
a growing boy.
Yep.
August was worried about
especially
you.
now that he is awakened
You
to
might
his
still be doubting your craft.
to his
Even
bloodline.
after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword.
Ah,
Odd-looking
I'm dead.
thing with a single edge. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even...
So that's what's troubling you.
At least the minicons,
they're not
datacons you
troubling me
collect are
exactly.
permanent, so even if you die
If you
after
knew how to
collecting
do
one and
it,
didn't
we could arm the cursed
save at
breakers
the
with even better blade.
warp gate point,
I'll see what
you
I can
still
find
have it.
out. Sharper swords are always
Yeah.
welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows
It
about
would help if I flew the right way, though. Also, not having giant missiles
You're looking
ever
well, Karen.
almost twice my
Want to know
height
about the
fired
sword
at
you
me
showed
would be nice.
Blackthorn? Single-edged.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you? Fine. If you stop mooning at me. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the lot. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourites. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left.
Thank you,
On the note
Karen.
of minicons, I thought it was something to do with it,
I appreciate the warning.
Hasbro might or might not do in the future, depending on how budgets look. Just as with the Micromasters, we could do minicon 2-packs that are like 2 minicons that could be anything from rivals to allies.
Interesting.
And just not really in the slightest. I just keep imagining like an Optimus Prime specific pack that contains Sparkplug and Overrun.
Okay.
Sparkplug is a minicon that Optimus had in the show.
Well,
Who looked like a mini Bumblebee Sunstreaker combo thing.
Yeah.
With a bit of bother.
Overrun
Let's
is
hear it.
a toy
Have a big
exclusive
problem,
minicon.
which is why.
Well, I call it an exclusive, but he had this in the comics too.
I imagine Ty
Overrun
could get some use out of this
transforms
Olympic too.
both into a jet
Distilling medicines and the like.
and into essentially
Alright.
a target master
Why
for
not?
Optimus.
Proper
Interesting.
job.
So what exactly do you need for this film?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do.
That one
So
was
gave you a
included
sample
in
she'd
the
obtained from the university stores.
deluxe scale Optimus Prime,
So,
the one with
I did a
the
bit of
silly
reading.
punching
Do you know what I
gimmick.
found out?
I take it that's where I...
I saw a billet on that would have gone me.
Alright.
Thank you
Who
kindly.
is going to be dethroned relatively soon from his fandom given name, Bendy Prime. Because they called him that for the longest time due to the significant gain in articulation between him and well, his larger super mode figure, which, by the designer's own admission, I wish we could have put more articulation into that, but because of the technology that Hasbro and Takara wanted us to squeeze in there with the infrared signals for the trailer,
maybe
he kind of had to be a brick.
That square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna need help keeping it from...
Bit late for that, I'd say.
This tells me this.
There you are!
If
So
Optimus didn't have to combine with his trailer, or didn't come with a trailer at
instead
all,
of coming straight to
his
get
larger
Clive
figure
to
might have
come
been
to
more
you.
like the deluxe figure.
And I will dig you out of the hole you've dug for you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the Dane.
Okay,
And, well, lady.
We owe
On
3
deck,
of
at
our
the very
most trusted
least.
friends.
Each. 5 million. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of...
Those
Now I have a way in.
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging
Nothing to
bowl.
freak out over, Tidal
Besides,
Wave. I am your friendly
we need to
neighborhood
learn to
transformation
stand on
cog
our own
inspector.
if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Little something Sid and I set aside for, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
Face plant.
I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rap. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses...
I know. Which is why I
This
don't
may
mind
be my
going
most
in your
powerful
place.
build yet, and I'm still getting my butt kicked.
Do you know why I only gave Master Clive the 2 star rubies?
Because
At least I managed to get
you'd
that
rather
checkpoint.
Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well,
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't.
Oh, we're sending a man off to die.
And I face planted again. I gotta learn to glide better.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do any of these side quests right now because this main quest is taking priority. So.
Fun fact, depending on where you go on board the ship, you can actually find Tidal Wave's robot mode face behind a window.
That's kind of cool, if not kind of creepy.
Meanwhile, I'm lost!
How are you
Again!
feeling?
Better.
It would help if I could boost the brightness of the
Thanks
game
to
a little
Taya.
bit, but I can't. It's a PlayStation 2 game. And none of the ones I have ever shown me the ability
I'm glad to
to
hear it.
alter the brightness.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic made a new road wide enough to let wagons
Found me an
pass,
elevator.
and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Well, it looks like I can go back to, oopsie. Looks like I can go to other places now.
Oh, there he is. Ow.
There's talk at the glass gate.
Who's the wise ass? Take this, you freaking afterburners.
Did you hear? The gate's dead.
Ah!
Want to see you.
Ugh, freaking gorillas, man.
What am I gonna do without Sweetwater and all?
Yes, I'm calling them that because these drones
Lady,
have no actual name.
I come bearing gifts.
Gifts?
And Steve is another guy.
Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the... and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles.
Now
I tried to tell him the man owes me nothing. Nor did my contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was...
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. And for Otto's. For all of us. For...
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway...
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it.
And blamed himself for not being able to... I don't know how it happened.
Fair game general chat.
Okay.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
Is that his face?
See that?
That's his face.
Huh.
There's his head. In that room, behind that window.
He's a big boy.
I don't think it's possible to glitch your way in there, but I don't know how, and I don't want to know. His nose is taller than I am. Well, I knocked that guy off the ship and into the water. That guy's just in pieces.
Clive!
Clear plastic ball joints will do that.
I wasn't expecting to, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
A star, Ruby? It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected a bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only...
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is, he was the first one Sid reached out. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the Hideaway, but and when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it.
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw, and don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and that, and
that was an entire platoon of Decepticlones just doing their standard military training exercises, and I just had to walk right in, get freaked out, and immediately start unloading missiles. Now they're shooting at me. And I don't blame them for shooting at me, because I may or may not have shot first.
Alright, well. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna save it here for today. While Latios is being beaten to death by Tidal Wave, thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92. Latios, or Meicoomon, who is currently being beat to death by Tidal Wave. Taro and Webb were
with an aircraft carrier by an aircraft carrier.
Taro and Webb were here earlier as well. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, with more of this at an earlier time, because